open. A horse friend. Take an apple, lemon tree, peach tree, maple tree, pear tree, weeping willow, tree, apple trees. Pop in the basket. Get in. Oh, the horse jumped. Our apple. Getting out applesauce. Go faster. Oh no, shaking. Stay away. It's really brave. The applesauce. Stump on the apple tray in the jar. Oh, look, we did. Whoa, a truck. Doing money to pay for everyone. The Olympics. Worked really hard today. Hi everyone. We are back with a brand new interactive story that is perfect for the fall. This one is called Giddy-Up Applesauce, illustrated and created by Go-Go Speech. This activity is going to take us out on the trails with our horse friend Applesauce for a fun-filled fall adventure. Applesauce will get a phone call in the beginning that's going to send him on a big mission. So you and your kids will get to join him on his trip through the trails in search of some juicy apples. A silly worm will give you some unexpected challenges along the way, but once you finally collect some apples, you'll find out why you needed to get them in the first place. You'll be stomping around making some yummy applesauce to complete the day. This is a one resource activity that you can use with all of your kids by adjusting your presentation of it to target their goals. You can work on a wide range of skills. You can pick some repetitive phrases and verbal routines to use throughout that include target sounds and language goals to get lots of trials in. So I'm just going to quickly go through to show you what it looks like and provide you with some ideas on how you can use it in your sessions. For this story, we're going to start off with our magic doors, and you can see if your kids can guess what the activity might be about based on the objects on the door. Open. A horse! I think I know who that is. His name is Applesauce. So you can always change his name to a name that includes your child's speech sounds to get a bunch of trials in. In each of the scenes, you're going to be describing what you see, what's happening, and you can see that the horse is watching TV. So you can discuss what's on the channels as he flips through them. What? His phone is ringing. Pick it up. So you can grab the phone, his friend, and you can have your kids say, press the green button or answer the call. Push. Here you go. So you can try to guess what the gray horse might be saying to him. You can also give this gray horse a name with target sounds. The gray horse needs some apples. Where are we going to get apples? An apple tree. Maybe Applesauce knows where to find one. We can collect them in the basket. Behind his house, do you see any apple trees back there? Let's follow him. Let's go. So make sure to acknowledge the different things that you pass by as you're searching for some apple trees. You're going to go by a bunch of different types of trees. Are those apple trees? Those are pine trees. So the types of trees that are included in this story are pine trees, a lemon tree, a peach tree, a maple tree, a pear tree, a weeping willow tree, a birch tree, and apple trees, of course. You can tell the horse to giddy up or keep going or keep looking to get some of those sounds in consistently throughout. Or you can say, I don't see any apples, as the new trees and objects appear in the background. You can have the kids say things like, Applesauce, do you see any apples yet? Or are you sure you know where you're going? Or maybe sing a little song to help find an apple tree, like, oh, where can the apple trees be? Oh, where can they be? Or you can chant something like, we've got to find those apples. We've got to find those apples. You can have the kids come up with similarities and differences between an apple and some of the different fruits that you might find on the trees. Lemons are sour and yellow. Also, if you're using the activity with green screen or as virtual backgrounds, you can position yourself to make it look like you're riding the horse as you're traveling along the trail. Giddy up, Applesauce! Go faster! So there's 3 apple trees in the story. Whenever you find an apple tree, you're going to help the horse collect the apples. You'll have to watch out for a sneaky worm that you might remember from our Don't Pick the Worm activity. An apple tree! Let's go get some apples, and we'll help the horse grab an apple. And if you're using virtual backgrounds, then you can also pretend to grab the apple, and drop it in the basket. Pick another one. He's standing on the basket, hugging the tree. Put in. Ah, the worm! The horse jumped. Whoa, he's really scared of that worm, covering his eyes. Oh no, our apples! Oh no. I guess the horse wants to keep going. Oh well, we'll find some more. Let's go. Giddy up, horsey. Giddy up. Again, describe everything you see. An apple tree, and you can describe all the apple trees as well. One is really tall and skinny, one is short and thick. So you'll do the same thing here, picking the apples and putting them in the basket. You think you saw something, and you can have your kids tell the horse that the worm is hiding and to look out. Ah! He's eating all the apples on the tree, and oh no, he took all our apples again. Oh no. Oh well, let's keep going. And you travel through the trail. Another apple tree. So this is the last apple tree. We'll do the same thing again, grabbing the apples, putting them in the baskets, using language that addresses your speech and language targets, and then, oh no! Applesauce jumped into the tree because he was so scared. Uh-oh, the tree is shaking. And you can go back and forth between these slides to make the tree shake. They're falling off into the basket. Uh-oh, you can tell the worm to stop. Stay away! Go away! Whoa! Applesauce finally has the courage to defend the apples. He isn't scared anymore, protecting the apples. He's really brave. So use whatever language you want to hear, and you can try to guess what he might be saying to the worm. Yay! We did it! The worm is gone, and we finally have the apples we needed for his friend. I'm still wondering why he needs those apples though. Keep following. Let's go. The apples are in the back. Keep going. Giddy up, applesauce. Giddy up. Lots of pine trees. Whoa, do you see that over there? I think that's where we need to go. Whoa, look at all the horses. So we arrive at the applesauce barn, and it looks like some of the other horses had the same task as we did. The gray horse is checking his watch. He looks worried. Maybe they're running out of time for something. So you can give all the horses names that have target speech sounds in them. Stomping on apples, making applesauce, and you can have your kids help tell the horses what they need to do and talk about what each of the horses are doing in these scenes. Applesauce is making applesauce with his friends, and you can go back and forth between these slides to make them stomp, stomp, stomp on the apples. You can tell them how many times to stomp on them. You can have them stomp again each time the child says a target word. You can have the kids tell the horses to push down on the apples, squeeze the juice out, crush the apples. She's scooping it up with a shovel, pouring it in the jar. Don't let it spill. The gray horse still looks worried. We made 3 jars. I wonder if we need any more. 2 more jars. Whoa. So again, go back and forth between these slides to make them stomp and use the strategies that I mentioned before. Now there's 3 horses stomping. They're working really hard. They're sweating. The other horse must be filling those jars. Wow, look, we did it. We finished making 5 jars. You can have your kids tell them they did a great job or an awesome job. Nice work, horses. All checked off. I wonder why they put them out on the stand. Whoa, a truck or a van? I wonder what they're doing. They bought all the applesauce. I bet the horses had to get it ready really fast because they knew the truck was coming soon. We finished just in time. They left cash or money to pay for the applesauce. Let's go tell those horses. Wait a second. Where is everyone? It's closed. Where did the money jar go? And where is that other tray? And then you'll flip to the next slide to see where they went. Whoa, the horses are relaxing. They worked really hard today. They're watching TV. The Olympics. I guess they grabbed that money jar before we could see them do it. This silly horse snatched the leftovers from one of the applesauce trays. They're all so happy that you were able to help them make that applesauce. They really needed your help to get that applesauce done, and you did an awesome job. And that's the end of the story. If you're signed up as a GoGo member, you will also get access to some different printable PDFs that go along with this activity. These printable PDFs can be used in person or emailed over to the parents to be used at home during your virtual sessions. So GoGo members will get a horse mask printable for your kids to cut out and color. They can use their favorite colors, or they can copy the colors of one of the horses in the story. Then you can attach some string or paper to fit the masks around their head. This would be a really fun in-person activity paired with some applesauce cups if you want to have a little applesauce party to complete the story. GoGo members will also get a printable apple picking activity in color and in black and white. This is a resource that can be used along with both the Giddy-Up Applesauce and the Don't Pick the Worm activities. You have the option to write target words or tasks right on the tree, or you can use the tree without blank spaces. To play this game, you can cover the tree in apples and hide a sneaky worm when the child closes his or her eyes. Then you can have the child roll dice or just pick a certain number of apples while trying not to pick the worm. The child can say the word that's under each apple or maybe complete a task before picking up another apple. You can glue the worm to the back of an apple and mix them up on the tree, and then take turns going back and forth with the child picking one apple at a time until the worm is picked. Whoever picks the worm loses the game, and then you can mix the apples up and play again. So there are a bunch of ways that you can play this. And that's it for Giddy-Up Applesauce. I hope you all have a blast and get some great success and engagement from your kids. Don't forget to follow GoGo Speech on Instagram and Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay up to date on our latest releases. I'll see you all next time. Bye!